I asked the woman what you're bringing to the table, and you're there telling me you're bringing your body to the table. I think I might just have a one night stand. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, because
okay, okay.
that's how it is. That's what
Oh,
if you
what don't women bring to the table? Because we are the table. We
okay,
have the table. We
okay,
bring a lot of
okay,
things.
hold on
I say
now.
5
Now,
to 9.
now,
Episode
nine
of
to
9 to
five.
5. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Chisel and
My name is Sam, and in this very episode, we really want to give you guys one of the best topics, something that is actually been causing a lot of controversy on the internet. Something even when people go out on dates, they actually talk about it. And this topic this day is going to be, what do women bring to the table?
no be small thing. So okay. So is the question supposed to be what do women bring to the table? What don't women bring to the table? Because we are the table. We
Okay,
have the table. We
okay,
bring a lot of
okay,
things.
hold on now.
Let's just dive into it, fully. But before we do that, please subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. I beg you,
Yeah,
because we are
please.
bringing lots more. Like we're bringing up topics that will interest you, right? So
Exactly,
you need to
exactly.
turn on the notification bell so you can get informed or notified when we post a video. So let's dive. First off, before we dive into this matter now, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm like, you can see, I'm fully ready, right?
You're ready, right?
Yeah,
But
sure.
seriously, we're not here to actually fight
Uh,
or argue about this saying what do women bring to the table, right? We really want to talk about it. Yes, we want to talk about it. We want to dissect it, right? So
now, when you say you are the table, it still goes to tell us what that same thing we're trying to explain here right now, Shay. Because you see women out there on social media, when you ask what did they bring to the table, the woman does a 360 on camera and she tells you that she is the table. I think she's sexualizing herself.
but yeah, the thing, okay, yeah, okay, maybe public opinion or most of the men would think like that, but maybe she doesn't,
Okay. So,
right?
what do you
Because
think?
maybe she feel like maybe childbirth, she might be making instance because she's going to lose those figures.
I
She's going
understand.
to have big belly after some women will have
Okay.
big belly after childbirth.
Okay.
Some will
So, a lot,
suffer.
you're saying a lot of things might change
Yes,
on their
now,
body, right?
of
Okay.
course.
So, then
That's why she's turning around. I'm like,
okay, no,
bring
but
my
I
body.
think it's different from what you're saying, because coming from the angle you're coming from now is making sense. But what we see out there on social media, they don't come from this very angle you're coming now. A woman turns on camera and gives you a 360 and telling you, "Look at me, I'm bringing my body to the camera." I think just like I said earlier on, it's being she's sexualizing her body, right?
Yeah.
That's just how it is. So even if you're talking about the childbearing of the thing, it shouldn't be the only thing a woman should bring to the table. We understand the childbirth, we understand the postpartum, we understand the
You
need.
don't understand.
No, hold on. What I mean is,
You don't.
no,
No.
majority of men understand it, right? Those are things we cannot change. Probably given the opportunity, we might even have, we might even want to share some of these things with you based on love. But in this case, it's actually just for you alone to actually carry, right? So, but my own point here is a woman should not just talk about bringing her body, even if you say it's not in maybe socializing herself, but even if it is in childbearing, it shouldn't be the only thing you bring to the table. You should actually start talking about bringing other things like emotional support, um, like um, maybe bringing balance, helping in decision making. Like there are a lot of things you should bring. You should be when the man is out there doing the big things or having the big decisions or thoughts out there. You should be like his support, right? Giving him moral support, helping him
Yeah.
dot the I's and cross the T's. You don't think so?
I think so too. I do. I do.
So that's how it
I
should be.
do. That's why maybe most girls or most ladies, when they are being asked that question, they should be able to, state their points, right?
Exactly.
You should be able to state your
Exactly.
points
Because
immediately.
I feel
Even
that
if when sorry,
okay,
even
sorry.
if when you're being interviewed, or
Okay.
when even if you're being asked by your guy or you're in a relationship and this question pops up, You should be able to state your point. So at the man will know that, okay, yes, this lady is smart. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see it this way. So if I should approach a woman, or probably we're out on our first date,
Mm.
and then this question comes up, I think I know this question scares a lot of women because it throws you off balance.
Yeah.
So if this question pops up, it is just an avenue, split seconds. It's an avenue for you to sell yourself, for you
Yes.
to actually tell this man
Mm-hmm.
what you're capable of or
Yeah,
who you
exactly.
really are, right?
Exactly.
So just imagine a situation like make it make sense to me. Like I asked a woman what you're bringing to the table, and you are there telling me you're bringing your body to the table. So even if you are sexualizing your body, I feel intimacy is all about both parties.
Yeah.
If you're bringing your body to the table, I also am bringing my body to the table.
How are you bringing your body to the table?
It's actually consensual, right? It's something that actually the both parties are involved. So you have a body, I have a body. You're bringing your body. Okay, I should also bring my body, right? But if I get to see a woman who is more centered, or who focuses on telling me that she's bringing her body to the table, I think I might just have a one night stand. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, because
okay, okay,
that's how it is. That's what it should be.
okay.
Okay, guys. So here are some valid responses you can actually give when you're asked, "What do you bring to the table?" And one of it is you can actually say you bring emotional and mental value to the table, right? So what do I mean by emotional and mental value? Now you can talk about um, um, emotional intelligence, where you actually need to be a contributor towards solving some of the emotional problems for your
Fair.
man, right? So you can actually talk about being an empathetic person. You can be somebody who can actually be empathetic. You can bring warmth to this man and his
Exactly.
household,
Yes.
right? So you can also talk about you should talk about critical thinking. You should talk about multitasking. So what do I mean by multitasking in this case? All of these are actually on emotional and mental value, right?
Yeah.
So multitasking in the sense that he should actually understand that you have this value where you can actually in the process or in the course of taking care of the children, you actually can actually multitask by also making dinner or preparing food for the
For the
children.
children.
So you should actually let him know that you have this strong ability to multitask while being his partner. So when you're asked this very particular question,
Question.
one of the important things you should actually state is that you bring emotional and mental value to the relationship or to the table.
Yeah. So another valid point I would really like to add to is financial wisdom. What I mean by financial wisdom is financial contribution, not really money wise, but you should be able to manage as a good wife or a good woman that is in marriage. You should be able to manage your present situation whereby maybe he doesn't really have money or is down at that moment, right? You'll be able to manage the situation, right? You
Yeah,
be
sure, sure.
yeah.
It's
So
important.
because there's this saying that women manage, right? Women manage more than men. So you should be able to manage your present situation.
So another thing there is like I really like the points you made right now, having financial wisdom as a woman,
Yeah.
because most times there are times when a man will be down, probably financially down.
Yeah.
So I think it is important, or it is paramount for you to have a partner who understands how to micromanage, right?
Yes.
Because the man might just have this probably just little funds. It's if you are somebody who has a financial wisdom, you know how to put those small funds to appropriate use,
Yeah. Yes.
right?
Yes.
So it's I think is very very key in a relationship. So this man wants to know, he wants to be confident enough to know that this woman coming into my life can actually manage, will
Manage his
not actually
funds.
the type of woman who can actually, who probably might squander, or who doesn't know how to actually manage small resources when
Yes.
actually put in that situation, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's valid. Yeah, I like that point. So
Yeah.
how do you manage my fund?
But I do manage your phone very well now, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so because most times I don't really know how you do it. Do you know the last time I actually had to go to the market? You remember the other day you sent me to the market, right? So I when I got to the market, I found out that even the money you told me was supposed to be enough, I ended up spending
More
more.
than. You
right?
see,
But then it's difficult. Like it doesn't make sense to me when you guys go to the market and then come back with a lot of stuff and the rest of it.
and we still cook good food out of that,
Yes, yes. I give it to you. I give it to you. I give it to you.
Yeah,
But
I know,
that's it. That's
I
fine.
know, I know. But I
So
really love when you go to the market for me, right? Because you buy excess. Yeah.
I understand.
So in everything, financial wisdom is another point should state, right?
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
are being asked, what do you bring to the table,
To the
girl? You
sentiment.
need to say financial wisdom. You
Yeah.
understand? So
I think if you say financial wisdom, you're going to actually nail it.
yeah,
Alright. Okay, the next point here is companionship and peace. Right? So we all know women bring peace. They actually bring their presence into a relationship.
not all. Oh.
You said?
It's not all.
Yeah,
Some
okay,
women are
okay,
fire,
okay.
fire.
Simply put, let me say it this way. Good women bring peace wherever they are, right?
Yeah.
So you agree with me that every man wants peace. Any woman that doesn't bring peace actually is not a good partner. So now when you enter a relationship, you should actually understand hierarchy. You should know you're not there to compete with this man, but you're only there to complement and complete him. So it's not a situation whereby you guys are probably how do I put it, like power tussle and the rest of it. There should be just one captain on that ship, and then the rest follows. So the hierarchy of life is God to man, man to woman, woman to child. So this you as a woman should understand this hierarchy.
No,
The
no,
way you look
yeah,
at
yeah,
me.
no, 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 no. I
Okay,
get,
so
yeah,
that's the standard even
yes.
from the biblical terms, right? So it should be God to man, man to woman, and woman to the children. So this is the standard of every relationship and every marriage. So for marriages or relationships to work out, you as a woman need to understand you need to come into this marriage or relationship with peace and create good companionship with your hobby or your boyfriend or your man.
Simple as that.
Hmm?
So I'm going to be adding another valid point, a very valid point, which is nurturing and building legacy. When we talk about nurturing, you're going to incubate his child, right, in your womb, right? You're going to bring forth his offspring, right? You're going to, deal with after birth depression. That's called postpartum depression, right?
Yeah,
Your figure will change. There are some women that their figure will, change after childbirth, right? They won't be
exactly.
as
That's true.
sexy as
We
they
used to be.
were they used to be. So you're going to make a lot of sacrifice, right? As a woman, right? So I feel nurturing and building legacy is one of the key points, right? So because you're going to give birth, some women do lose their sight while they are pregnant. So women lose their legs while they are pregnant. Even memory loss. So women lose their memory while they are pregnant. Now you give birth to that child, another stage of wahala. You enter into, some women cannot really handle postpartum depression. Now you're still going to impact into the children, right? You're going to like take care of them. You're going to raise healthy children for him. So I feel nurturing is actually the ultimate, right?
Okay, so in order to add to what you have said, I might not really understand what you mean to an extent when you talk about postpartum and the rest of it because
Yes.
I'm a man, right? But it actually, I understand it very well to an extent where I need to have a woman who is actually willing to be a mother. Do you understand? I need to know
True.
that the lady at the other side of the table is ready to be a mother.
Mother,
So
yeah.
you're not just there to be probably a wife, because you'll be a wife and at the same time you're going to be a
Really
mother.
mother.
So I know you coming into this relationship, you should be able to sacrifice because I understand what you mean when you say they're going to lose a lot. We've seen a lot
Yeah.
of different things happen to women
Yes.
who are pregnant and the ones who give birth, right? So it's actually one of the most important sacrifice a woman needs to make. You need to really be certain that you are making this sacrifice.
Why are you laughing? Why are you
Okay,
laughing?
so okay, no, you got that.
No, I know cut that one.
So after bearing these children, it's actually an important role again to actually nurture them, right? You
Yeah.
need to impact in them positively. So you shouldn't just be a
A
mother who
mother.
has given birth.
Yeah.
You should also be a teacher who is there to nurture them stage by stage. I'm not saying the man is not going to take part in this, right? But
True.
I'm saying the bulk of the work is on the wife or
True.
the other part, the female partner, right? Because we are wired differently as
Yes.
men and women.
Of course.
We
Yes.
have
Yes.
different wires, so it's important to you understand it. Okay, so I think we've been able to make some few valid points, right?
Yeah.
So when, as a lady, when you go out there on your first date or you're confronted with this question, so it is safe to say with this very video,
Yeah.
you can kill it, sell yourself, make it as easy as ABCD, right? So it shouldn't be a case of telling who the person asking you that you are bringing your body to the table. So this table in question, even if you claim you are the table, it may actually be a wooden table, right? So, but you should actually tell this person the value you're selling. Tell this
Yeah.
person, even if you claim you are the table, what type of table or what are the contents of this
Of the
table, right?
table.
So you should
Exactly.
talk about the emotional value. You should talk about the financial wisdom. You should talk about
The
bringing
nurturing,
nurturing and
legacy
legacy building.
building.
You also talk about bringing peace and companionship to a man,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So I think we've done justice to
Yeah.
this
To
topic.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've really done a good job here.
So if you're being angst, I feel you should go straight to the point with all these valid points we've stated or we have outlined, right? So it's a wrap.
Yeah,
It's a wrap for this topic. So do well to subscribe to our channel
it's important,
and
please,
turn
guys.
on
It's
the
important.
notification bell for you to get informed when we post a video. Okay,
Okay,
so this channel is all about real and honest relationship talks.
exactly.
Just real and honest.
And
We still include daily lifestyle, right? And some cooking vlogs too on this same channel. So watch out, guys.
yeah,
It's a wrap.
subscribe.